And hello everybody, welcome to the Mango Grove. My name is Krisha, and this is today's Bitcoin analysis video. Now this is not going to be an ordinary video, guys, because I do have the one, the only, Sean Dexter on the other side. Sean, say hello to everybody.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Sean, how are you feeling about the charts right now? How are you feeling about Bitcoin right now?
I'm pretty neutral at around $30,000. I wasn't bullish, if you guys do remember. I was looking more towards the $24,000 level, and now as we approach closer to 24,000, I'm not saying we're going to get there for sure, but at this point, I'm neutral.
Okay, fair enough. So we do also have a very important, well, event, if you want to call it an event, a data release, I guess, which is the CPI, which gets released today. And I believe it gets released around a few hours from now. So that's going to be a very, very interesting print to watch out for. However, I always err to, well, price action. Ultimately, I'm always going to look for the clues given to us on price action first. Now, Sean, in my previous video, I'm not sure if you caught that one, but I did speak about Bitcoin likely getting down to, well, this region right here, right? Which is the $25,000 region. Can you see my chart?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm looking at the green box territory. Now, the hinge of that was in a bunch of cascading plays, which actually started from the play that you presented in the Mango Grove chat. If you remember that, that was the rising channel, right?
Yeah.
So let's just quickly sort of highlight it for you guys right here. That was the rising channel, which broke that down and then triggered another head and shoulders pattern. Okay, just to give you an update of what was spoken about. So now I'll take you on over to the 4-hour time frame. This right here was the head and shoulders pattern, right? This was the break. Okay, and now check this out, Sean. The break of the head and shoulders pattern then triggered officially, by the way, yes, it has gone off. Take you on over to the 12-hour time frame. We're now looking at a trigger of the M-like formation.
Ooh.
Yeah, so this was the cascading pattern play that we were all looking for in our previous video. Now, this green box territory, Sean, is the target zone, right? With the upper threshold being, well, the target that I'd come up with. But now, this is where things get a little tricky. I'm seeing too much hesitance on the break of this pattern. Right? How often? Now, I'm gonna speak through experience here, okay? Now, because we've been in the Bitcoin market for a very long time, we've been playing Bitcoin for a very long time. When I see this much hesitance, and we're talking about 12-hour candles, guys, there's a total of 2 days just Bitcoin consolidating up against that the neckline of the M-like formation. Now, if I see a bearish drive down, now you give me your input on this, I'm going to give you my input. But
Okay.
when I see a bearish drive down, a break from a pattern, right, I want to see that immediate continuation to the downside. Fine. 1-2 candles of consolidation up against, resistance, okay. But you want to see follow through from the bears, and what we're seeing on the chart right now is I'm not seeing follow through from the bears. It's like they're losing steam here. What are your thoughts here? Is my call too early? You think they're just waiting? The market right now is waiting on the CPI print to figure out, okay, do we take this down? Is it bullish? Is it bearish? Let's just hover here before we break down. Like, what are your thoughts on this?
I think the easy play would be Bitcoin coming down to 24K, 25K. Because think about it, right? I've been waiting for that. If I've been waiting for that, there's likely a lot of other traders, also like professional traders who are also waiting for that key level. That level has massive confluence, right? So that would be the easy play. So maybe the market doesn't want to make it easy for us, right? On the flip side, I do see your point, and the entire feel of the market is reminding me of that zone around 10,000 to 11,000 that we consolidated around back in 2020 before we had that huge move to $60,000, right? So 6x Bitcoin rallied. Like if you can zoom out and look
Yeah.
towards
So
that
what
area,
what what level was that at?
around 10,000 to 11,000. Look at the head and shoulder structure all the way there on the top before
This
we,
one? Okay, this one.
yeah, yeah, right there, right?
Oh.
And then we broke down, did not see continuation, just went sideways, put in like a ugly rising channel. Now I talked about this in our Discord around like a week ago, right? And now I think there are multiple people who are beginning to feel like we are doing this right now. What really tipped me off was the head and shoulders like structure that broke down, and then we put in the rising channel, and we just broke up, right? So far though, it's too early to say,
Hmm.
but the market sentiment is very similar. Now, the macroeconomic conditions are very, very different, completely different, but this market sentiment is very, very similar. So that's where I would say that, yeah, you know what, that hesitance is something that we should be, should place some weight on, and the market could turn around over here. But again, I still think the easy buy is going to be around $24,000, 25,000, like you have marked over there as well, because it's easy to know if you're wrong, right? Over here, you'll be buying in the middle of. It is the neckline. It is a neckline, but it's just not an easy trade. The easy trades were again a while ago when we were doing our videos constantly, and yeah, that's all I have to say
So where
about
are
the
you
range.
getting your $24,000 target from? Because I'm not seeing the play for 24K. So where's your 24K target coming from?
24.4K-ish, right? To be a little bit more precise, 24 to 25. Essentially, it's just simply the candle closes of the weeklies.
Oh, okay,
It's
okay,
very
okay.
simple, right? So
So,
essentially, what you could
okay.
look for is a move
Ah.
down to that level, right, to 24,400, and then a close above 25,500. That's what I'm really looking for,
Mm.
because I want to see that those candle closes get tested. Um, I'd buy that level, but then I want to see the weekly 21 EMA get defended, right? At the moment, though, we are being defended on the weekly 10 SMA, and it's as simple as that. I put out a live stream a while ago where we backtested that simple strategy of the weekly 21 EMA, weekly 10 SMA. It's as simple as that, and said, hey, as long as we are holding these conditions, right, stay long. I'm not going to go through those conditions at the moment. You guys can find that video. I've gone over it multiple times for you guys. But if you turn on your 10 SMA, Kushar, you're going to see that we're defending that 10 SMA.
Yeah, we are. And also, this is something I did not bring up in the last video. Check out the confluence on that 25K region, which, remember, guys, was the measured move of the M-like formation. This has nothing to do with the weekly EMAs or the weekly simple moving averages. No, no, no. I literally did that in front of you, plotted the measured move in front of you. This green zone lines up with weekly levels as well. So we're seeing confluence now with our targets, with our measured moves. So we have the 200 simple moving average, 55 exponential. We have the 21, okay, the one that you're looking at, Sean. And we also have the 200 EMA coming in this entire zone right here. So it is looking like it's looking like price wants to, well, inch down there, but once again, we're gonna have to wait on confirmation even with the meltdown. So, and that's the thing. I think that there's one indicator that we do have that might help us understand whether or not price wants to come down to that 25 24K region, Sean. And it's the FVG blocks. I don't know if you've been looking at them, but I caught something
No,
very
I've been looking at them
I
every day actually.
yeah, I caught something very interesting on the FVG blocks. Okay, and I think this is what's going to help us understand whether Bitcoin sees continuation to the downside, getting us to that target, or does this hesitant behavior, market behavior right here, up against resistance, lead to this. Okay, let me tell you something. If we start taking out and living over the neckline of the M-like formation, this M formation has then been negated. I will not be looking at that as a pattern play out that. Okay, that's how I look at my patterns. There's got to be a point of negation wherein, okay, the pattern has been deactivated of sorts. Okay, so now check this out. If I take you guys on over to the Mango dashboard, okay, so I'm already on the charting feature. Get onto your daily time frame for those of you who have access to the FVGs. Okay, now I'm just going to zoom out of this picture. Okay, Now we have one FVG block right here from 26.5K going all the way down to 25.1K. Now for those of you who do not know what this is, the FVGs are essentially those bargain bid opportunities. Okay, now if you're bullish on the chart, switch on your bullish FVGs. If you're bearish and you're looking to take a short, switch on your bearish FVGs. Now, of course, any of you guys can go ahead and pull this up. You'll be able to find it on app.mangoresearch.co, and there is a 3-day free trial where you can give all the premium features a quick test. Okay, but here's what I caught, Sean. If you go ahead and switch on your bearish FVG levels, okay, there is one that just popped up on Bitcoin's chart. And this is it right here. Now, for those of you who are unaware, now just like how you would switch on your bullish FVGs if you're looking for long opportunities, if you're looking for those long bid opportunities, you'd switch on your bearish FVGs if you're looking for short opportunities. If you're looking to short sell, okay, it's telling you what are the better bid zones that you can manage your trade off of. Now, check this out, Sean. We got one coming in from 27.8K going all the way up to 28.3K. So here's my thesis now. I'm saying that this M-like formation, all right, let's mark it out right here. This M-like formation that we're looking at gets negated as soon as Bitcoin actually closes a candle inside the bearish FVG. Because then what happens really? We likely move all the way up to the top of the FVG block, right? This is one big order block suddenly, and that'll take us up to 28.3K, essentially negating the entire pattern. All right. At which point I'm saying 25K is off the books. Now, this is a thesis. We have yet to sort of play all of these moves out.
No, I agree with that. If we don't see continuation from over here, and then we start reclaiming levels around 28,000, 29,000, at that point, the next retest of 30,000 is likely going to break through. And once we break through 30,000, I'm looking towards my final target of 42,000. Because remember, target one was 24.5K. Target 1.5 was 32K. We hit that, right? Got front run a tad bit. But the final target two, was $42,000. And that's still in play as long as we are holding that weekly 21 EMA. The weekly 21 EMA is your green box territory right there. So
Yeah.
we lose. That's why it's such a good bid, right? It's a good bid because you know you're wrong right underneath it. We lose
Yeah.
that level, and you can start looking to de-risk.
All
And
right.
I've been saying this for a while. There have been easier charts to trade if you want to trade bullish. On the bull side, Bitcoin at around the $29,000, $30,000 level was not interesting at this point. You got to stay neutral. And if you do come down to 24K, that's when it gets really, really interesting. There have been far better coins to trade. Cardano has been easier to trade. BGB has been doing fantastic for us. When I did post out the video, nobody watched it. But that's exactly the trades that you should be looking at, the ones that nobody's interested in, right? And no one was interested in Bitcoin at around $18,000, $17,000. Now everyone's interested at $30,000 when they should have been looking at other coins. But hey, it is what it is.
Yep. So if you guys want to take down the level of what I'll be looking for in terms of, okay, further upside for Bitcoin from there is this level right here. Okay, this lines up with the FEG level. $28,100. And as far as further continuation to the downside is concerned, just look for this consolidation to break down. Look towards your lower time frames. I think there's a pattern right here. Okay, there we go. That's it, Sean. Yeah, keep it simple, stupid. Okay, we start breaking this trend line to the downside. Look for this wick low to be taken out at around, what is this? $27,484. We start taking out these levels. GG for the bulls. We're coming down further, all the way down to the measured move of the M-like formation to first stop 25.9K. Alrighty. And yeah, this is all we got for you for now with this, guys. Trade safely, trade stress-free, trade the mango way, trade the easy way. We will see you in the next update. Ciao.